Oh, what avail the plough and sail, or life or land, if freedom fail? This has been day 20 of the Essex Ways, a 400-kilometre walking adventure to discover some of the county's best places and stories and prove there's a lot more here than meets the eye. Today began on Canvey Island, a gorgeous day on the Essex Riviera. After rejoining Chris, I saw the Labworth Cafe, designed by the same guy that did the Sydney Opera House, then to the Lobster Smack, the legendary mariner's pub mentioned in Dickens's Great Expectations, and one of Canvey's oldest buildings since Dutch engineers drained the island 400 years ago. Then we visited Canvey Wick, where a proposed oil refinery became a nature reserve known as a brownfield rainforest due to it being one of the most important sites in Britain for endangered bugs, including exploding beetles. How cool is that? Then to Canvey Marsh, an important haven for birds, where Chris told me how London could learn from the strong community spirit of the island's 40,000 people. I said goodbye to Chris and Canvey and headed through Bowers Marsh, a nature reserve artfully concealing the UK's second largest landfill, to Wat Tyler Country Park, built on a Victorian explosives factory. Here I met Sean, a local artist who told me about the Plotlanders, who built their own homes and communities in Essex before being forcefully evicted to make way for the new town of Basildon. A story of Essex people working hard to make their own fortune, flying in the face of the world. Then I headed up to Pitsea Mount and the Tower of St Michael's, all that's left of the 16th century church, with a grim gravestone that's birthed all kinds of local legends. Then I boosted through Vange to One Tree Hill and discovered a hidden temple in the woods, with a well that produced magic healing water in the 20s. But someone had lit a dirty fire in the well, so I used the last of my water to put it out. Then I headed down country lanes to Fobbing, birthplace of the Peasants' Revolt in 1381, where local Thomas Baker rallied men to protest against unfair taxes and working conditions, which sparked a revolt that rocked the entire country. Essex men, telling rulers to stick it up their arse for over 600 years. Then I met Neve, who suggested I visit the White Lion pub in Fobbing, a proper old-school pub where locals told me how Thomas Baker, not Wat Tyler, was the true hero of the Peasants' Revolt, as well as stories about landlord Brett's dad, who was both a professional boxer and bird breeder. Tomorrow is my final day, through Mucking Marsh to Tilbury and the World's End. Bring it on!